Hello and welcome. In this tutorial, we're going to go over the process for adding custom navigation buttons within a Canvas LMS course. Now I've got a demo course that I've created, and the left navigation panel is here, visible, not visible. Not visible have the I with the slash through it. Now I'm in the admin view. If I go to the student view, you'll see the difference once that loads. These are the visible buttons. Now you can add custom navigation buttons, and I'll show you how. I'm going to go ahead and leave the student view, go back into the faculty member or course owner view, click on settings, then go to apps. I'm just going to type in redirect or close to it, redir. That's going to open up the redirect tool, and essentially this allows you to add links to external web resources that show up as navigation items. These can either appear in a course, the user, or account navigation panels. So we're going to go ahead and click Add App. I'm going to name this one. Now in this use case, what they've wanted to do is they wanted to use a SharePoint site as the main or primary repository for all the documents. So essentially, instead of assignments being stored within this course, they're going to be stored within the SharePoint site and then linked to from the links to those documents will be uploaded for assignments, and I'll show you how to do that as well. So first we want to create a link that allows the course members, the students of this course, to be able to connect to that site, that SharePoint site. Now those of you who use Office 365 know that Office 365 and Canvas have limited integrations right now. There's Microsoft Teams that just came out that's pretty good, and prior to that it's just been OneDrive for Business or OneDrive. So we're going to go ahead and use a URL redirect, right? I've already got the site open. I want them to go to the main site. I can have them go to the documents if I wanted to, right down to the document library and take this URL, but I want them to start here in case there's any updates that wanted to be shared by the team. And this is all demo. I'm demoing this for a team that I'm working with. They have a different use case. And if you triple click 1, 2, 3, it selects everything in the URL or address bar. Control C to copy it. Go back into the course. 1, 2, 3 to copy everything or highlight everything rather. Then Control V to overwrite. Now it's by default it's going to force open in a new tab because it's an external link. I want to show it in course navigation. I can add it to account and user navigation. I don't want to for this use case, but I could if it were for something else. So I'm going to go ahead and click Show in Course Navigation and click Add App. While I'm here, I'm going to repeat the process for the other two. Type in redir, redirect tool, Add App. For here, this is going to be the Staff OneNote or Course OneNote. If you're not using OneNote for education or it's actually OneNote Class or OneNote Staff Notebooks, I definitely recommend looking into it. What they've done is they've allowed essentially the creation of private notebooks within a shared notebook. In a class situation, you're inviting in students. In a staff situation, you're inviting in your staff members or team members. If you go to OneNoteForTeachers.com, you'll see they have a lot of tutorials on getting started with class and staff notebooks, as well as additional resources. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the link for the one that I did create. As you can see here, I added my member account as a class or staff member. This is a secure notebook within the notebook. The leader or owner of the notebook, of this notebook, will have access to my notebook. If there were other students in here, I would only see my own. They would only see theirs. Now, you can name these whatever you want. I just went with the default for the purposes of the demo. I'm going to go ahead and triple click 1, 2, 3, copy this entire link, go back into Canvas, 1, 2, 3 to select everything, Control V to paste, show in course navigation, confirm, force open in new tab, click Add App. Let's do one more because we're about empowerment, so we want to provide a link to the training page. So we're going to call this one OneNote for Education. See, I've already done this. I'm going to go ahead and click on that tab with the training. 1, 2, 3. Control C to copy. Back into Canvas. 1, 2, 3. Highlight everything. Control V to paste. Show in course. Click Add App. So now if I click on Student View, It's going to refresh my view, and you'll see now as a student invited into this course, I'm going to see an additional link to SharePoint, my course OneNote, as well as OneNote for Education to inform me on how to use it, because there's also training for the basics in OneNote. So let me go back in here and demo. I'm going to close these tabs to demo what the link behavior is. If I click on SharePoint Online, it's going to open up a page that says open a new tab. That's because it's an external link. It doesn't open up within Canvas. Important to note. It's going to open a separate tab. What I like about this is you can toggle between the two. I can do my work in here, go back into Canvas. A good use case of that is if I were in here and I was working on a document within my shared folder and I wanted to upload that document back, I can just go to my document that I've either created within the SharePoint document folder or drag and drop or uploaded a document into the folder. I can share it. I can grab a copy link. By default, it's going to be available to everyone within the institution. So whoever I send this link to that is a member of the related institution will have access to this link. So I'm going to copy the link. And then if I were to go back into a course, I can paste it as an upload. First, let's see the other behavior. We click on Course OneNote, same thing, open a new tab. There it is. I can now go into my OneNote and do my work. I can click back into Canvas. If I wanted to learn about OneNote, I'd click on that nice navigation button there. Opens up in a new tab. Now let's go back in, and I'm going to go into a course and show you really quick what it would look like. Let me get out of student view. I'm going to make a quick tweak. This is the test course that I'm working on. So in here, there's assignments. Let me find an assignment so I can demo what I'm talking about. Let's go to this one. Now by default, I might have to click on student view for this to act right. And modules. Let's go back down to that assignment. Up here. Yes. Okay. Click here. Now when I click on submit assignment, note there's file upload, text entry, and Office 365, right? Now if you wanted to have students submit the URL, they can simply use text entry and paste the link here, right? An easier way to be able to support this, and especially if you wanted to limit that upload, I'm going to go back into admin view real quick. If you wanted to limit that upload, you go back into here. Now I'm in the faculty view, so I have ownership of this course. I'm going to go ahead and click edit. I'm going to make a minor adjustment. I'm going to remove, well actually let me just add. I'm going to add website URL. Now you could remove this and limit it to website. Since this is in my course, I don't want to do that. I'm going to go ahead and add website URL. Scroll down, click save. Go back into student view. Modules. Let's find it. Here's the assignment. When I click on submit assignment, website URL, I would paste the link to my document, and then in here I could type in link to document or whatever you'd want to call it. Then click submit assignment. Now it shows up over here. If I click on submission details, important to note, it's going to show the entire link. As a faculty member, I would not click this. I would click view in new tab, because if you click this, it's going to prompt you to log in. You might get an error. It's not, again, there's not a smooth integration. We're using a navigation link, so there's not a smooth integration between Canvas LMS and SharePoint to date. So, but if you click view in new tab, if you're not logged into Office 365, it'll prompt you to log in, then you'll see the document. You can then make updates to that document, and when you close it, it's going to save it. And then how do you test that? Click on the link again. There, I deleted lowercase, added uppercase. So now I'm going to close these. back into my view. Leave student view so I can get you back into the demo so you can see those buttons again. So now here in the demo, if I click on student view, you'll see these are the 3 tabs that we added, navigation buttons that we've added on the left, one for Sharepoint Online, one for Course OneNote, and one for OneNote Education. You, of course, could make navigation links to whatever you want. You can see there's one here that we integrated when we added Zoom. If we add Teams meetings, we can do the same for that as well. I hope you found this helpful. If there's anything that you'd like to see me do a review of or provide a tutorial on, please add some comments in with some specific information or just ping me. All right, take care.